I thought I couldn't cut rice paper with the circle cutter. I came up with a great idea. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back, friends. So sometimes we want to use circles in a collage. And yeah, we could like carefully cut with scissors, or we could have one of these little tools. This has a blade under here. Whoop, don't want to lose that. It's a little blade right here. And this is where you're pivoting off of. See? And then here is where you adjust for the size. So if you want a 4-inch or a 6-inch, let's cut a 6-inch. Now, one of the things I discovered is it doesn't really like rice paper. So we're going to experiment a little bit today. So let's say I'm going to pivot from here. I'm going to hold this down and grab this and go around in a circle. And look at that. It works really well with this thicker copy paper. When I try to do the same thing, I have to go smaller because I don't have 6 inches here. Let's go to here. See what it does? Okay, so I had a thought. Like, I got this idea. I do have a Cricut, and I have this that's not very, it's been used a lot, so it's not very tacky anymore, which is good because I don't want my paper to stick to it forever, just long enough for me to cut it. So let's give this a try. I'm going to tape this down because this thing can slide around. So we're going to learn from our mistakes and make sure that we don't have a lot of slippage while we're trying to do this. I wish these mats had slight stick on the other side so they wouldn't slide around, but then they wouldn't go into the machine smoothly either. So I'm using it outside of its original purpose. All right, let me go find some prints to cut. Okay, I found this print that was just kind of I was cleaning off the plate actually, I think. So I'm going to lay this down and lightly tack it down. It's a little bumpy. The blue in the center. So you hold down this center piece and you just cut around, and I might be still having some trouble here. Okay, so I mentioned I was having a little bit of trouble in that one little, it like snagged, and I think it was because the paper was not 100% flat. Because it's paint on rice paper, it gets a little bumpy in places. You can actually see a little bit of that bumpy area in the blue. That was where I was getting caught. I still managed to cut a good circle. Go in the other direction. Let me see if that worked. Now, as you can see, because this is a light tack, it says standard grip, but I've used it so many times that it's now just lightly tacky, and I have a pretty perfect circle. So what I'm actually going to be using this for is actually for this part, not necessarily this part. So when I'm doing a collage like this, cutting around the circle is very challenging. And really, because let's say this is a single piece of paper, I just really want that arc. So that would be, let's say, this isn't the, oh, it's almost the right size, but if it was the right size, then this I could just then tear, and I would have my arc. So that is why I wanted to do this. And I think it's fantastic. And in addition, I have a circle that I can use in a collage. You know, maybe off on the side, something like that. So any circles that I cut, and in the case of my collage, I'm probably just going to cut arcs, and we'll see. We're going to see how we're going to use it. So that is it. It worked, and I'm very happy. I'm so glad I came up with this idea. Another use for some of my Cricut material. So thanks for stopping by today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Nice tiny little tip, but I wish I had known about this at the time that I did that other collage. It would have made my life a lot easier. Trying to cut that circle with an X-Acto blade was not fun. This, as you can see, is much quicker, and you can also get these mats on Amazon cheaper. This is not a Cricut brand mat, it's an off-brand. You don't have to own a Cricut. You could buy one of these. I think they come in sets. I'll put all the links below. Anyway, see you next time. Don't forget to create, inspire, and share. Bye-bye.